Let's begin. Close your eyes. Take a deep, full breath, all the way in and all the way out. Let my words be your focal point. Let the other distractions fade away. Breathe. Notice the sound of your breath. Notice the movement of your chest. Good. I want you to imagine a small meadow surrounded by trees. In this meadow has very tall grass, wildflowers mixed in, and a pathway that goes right down the center. This will always be our starting place, this meadow. I want you to build this meadow in your mind. Become familiar with it. Become comfortable with it. Make it an old friend. As you start to walk down the pathway, you feel the dirt supporting each step. Maybe your arms are outstretched, your fingertips touching the tips of the grass. There's no need to rush. Just slowly making your way down the path, taking in everything the meadow has to offer. Admiring the trees around the border, the sun on your face, the soft breeze just kissing your skin. Take another full, deep breath for me, all the way in and all the way out. There's nothing to force on this journey. There's nothing to control or make up as you go along. I want you to simply be a passenger, allowing my words to guide you. Good. Breathe. Notice the sound. Notice your chest move. Be present in the moment. We've almost made it all the way across the field, taking our time, enjoying the surroundings. Very good. Now I'd like you to make your way down to the end of the path, all the way down to the lake. And instead of going out onto the dock this time, I want you to walk down to the shore until just your toes are touching the water. Just pay attention to the way the water moves over your toes, the ripples that it causes around your feet. The coolness of its touch. Maybe you wiggle your toes a little bit, dig them in the shoreline a little bit. Let the water cover your toes like a blanket. How how even the reflection of the water in your toes changes. I'd like you to slowly wade out into the lake until you're about waist deep. Feel the gentle pressure of the water on your legs. That semi-buoyant feeling where you just feel a little lighter. As the water soaks through the rest away of your clothes, it almost feels like your pants are suctioned to your legs. Coolness of the water starts to pour into your body, but you are not cold. You are not uncomfortable. Quite the opposite. You invite the water into your body more as you slowly lay back in the water, trusting that it has your weight, supporting you. And close your eyes as you float in the water, allowing your entire body to go limp, letting the water move your arms, move your legs, as your body itself just mirrors the water with every small wave, like a ripple goes through you. And I want you to push your essence out into the water. Good. I want you to feel yourself becoming the water. Feel yourself becoming more fluid, always seeking a level. Always a slave to the force that's exerted on you. Gravity pulls you flat naturally. A rock thrown into the lake creates a wave or ripple. The wind stirs current. And you just flow with the force that's exerted on you. You are the reaction to the action. Feel yourself fully as the lake. Feel your edges touch all the shorelines, moving in and out of the rocks and the plants and the sand, with every wave rolling up onto shore, carrying debris onto the shore and removing it from the shore. Feel yourself being absorbed into the earth, traveling along the soil to feed the plants, now supporting the plant, the grass, the trees, all of which are dependent on you. Feel your surface evaporating, creating humidity in the air, traveling upwards and collecting and becoming the clouds, where you continue to collect until you become far too heavy for the air to support you, and you solidify back into rain and fall back towards the earth, the lake. Feel the earth supporting you on your lake bottom. How you cover the earth like a blanket. How the bottom changes with depth, with the access of light, the life that swims within inside of you, that crawls along the bottom, that you're quite happy to support. Even as the fish swim through the waters, you merely part and then reconnect along their path, allowing them to travel forward. Try to feel for the next few minutes everything that you are. Your unconscious efforts simply to be. The shores, the surface, the bottom, the rain, the humidity, the nourishing drink for a thirsty plant. Everything. full breath, all the way in and all the way out. Now I want you to understand, as water, you are emotion. You are the unconscious. You are the opposite of air. Whereas air is conscious intellect, you are subconscious emotion. You are fluid. You are the reaction to the action. There is no conscious thought of water. It merely reacts the way it reacts, just as emotions. If I throw a rock into water, it creates ripples. I would never expect a different result. It is clear, just as emotion is. Feel the fluidity inside you of your emotions as the lake. The joy that you get from feeding life. The pride you get from creating rain. The duty you have to quench the thirst of a nearby animal. You are fluid. You are one of the two elements that interact with people at all of their physical senses. You are a reaction to force. If a person was to hold a glass of water and shake it, most of it would spill out. But if a person was to treat their glass with care and stability, the water would remain. Just as it flows down a stream, effortlessly bending and shaping itself around rocks and obstacles, or becoming turbulent rapids with many obstructions. The consistent is the water will flow. It is merely what's in its path that dictates how it flows, how it reacts. The stronger force that is applied to water, the stronger reaction. Now I want to teach you how water interacts with the other elements and why this one element becomes so important. When water is imbalanced, it can occupy the space where air is. Remember, air is intellectual thought, conscious thought. If emotions become out of control, it can flood over and replace conscious thought. Water can also extinguish fire. Fire is power, your power, self-value, self-love. And when used excessively, too much water poured on a campfire will extinguish the flames. Whereas if the right amount is poured, the flames will burn on, and the power will merely boil off the water and transform it into something else. Now, water is also absorbed by earth. The consistency and stability of earth allows emotions to sink into it slowly, grounding you, allowing the static discharge to taper off. The earth has a wonderful ability of absorbing dirty water, filtering it, cleaning it, and turning it into something pure. Just as stability, reliability, and duty can absorb emotions, filter out the bad parts, and also turn it into something pure. Every element is connected. Every person has every element inside them. True balance is learning all of them and when they serve you the most. Good. Let's take a deep, full breath all the way in and all the way out. Now I want you to start retracting yourself from your shores, lifting yourself from the lake bottom, allowing yourself to rain back down from the clouds, and return to your body that is floating in the water. Absorb yourself just as you absorbed the water in the beginning. Pour into yourself everything that you've learned. Feel your legs return, your arms, your torso, and your head. The water carries you back over to the shore. As you stand and leave the lake, you notice that fluidity, that sense of balance, that sense of force and reaction remains. You carry a little piece of that element inside you, there for when you need it. And there for when you need to remind yourself to hold the glass steady. you to make your way back to the path. And let's head back to the meadow together. Good. Now, before we make our way back to where we began at the beginning of the field, I want to take the time and thank you for joining me on this journey. Feel free to return to this little meadow of ours anytime you need to. When you're ready, take one final deep breath, all the way in and all the way out. The music will continue to play for a little while. Take your time. There's no rush. But when you're ready, open your eyes.